Hello and welcome, my dear friend. Have you ever had that sense that something deep within you is stirring, like a whisper you can't quite hear, but its meaning is unmistakable? It's almost as if the fabric of your reality is shifting in ways you can't fully explain. You might not know exactly what's happening, but you feel it. You've been drawn to this very moment by a force greater than yourself. Whether you realize it or not, the threads of your life have woven together, leading you to this exact place in time. And it's not random, it's intentional. When you look back on your life, you might see moments that seemed unconnected at the time, but now you understand them as puzzle pieces coming together. That's the beauty of divine timing. Sometimes we don't understand the orchestration of events until we've reached the moment they were preparing us for. The universe has been laying the foundation for something profound in your life, and you're standing on the edge of it. Whether you're aware or not, something has been calling you to step into your greater purpose. But this isn't about some grand arrival. No, this is about the journey, about the inner shifts that lead to outer manifestations. Today, we'll explore the profound layers of that journey. We'll go deeper into how you can recognize these pivotal moments, how you can release the doubts and fears that hold you back, and how you can truly step into the life you were always meant to live. Before we dive in, I encourage you to send a powerful signal to the universe by commenting 777 as we peel back the layers of divine timing and understand the greater plan that's been unfolding in your life all along. Awakening the dormant seed within you. Imagine a seed deep within the earth. It lies dormant, nestled in the soil, seemingly lifeless. But beneath the surface, an unseen transformation is happening. The soil provides the nutrients, the rain nourishes it, and the warmth of the sun encourages it to break through its shell. It's a slow process, one that happens in complete darkness. But when the time is right, the seed bursts forth and grows toward the light. This is how transformation often works in our lives. We go through seasons where we feel like nothing is happening. We're waiting, uncertain, maybe even frustrated by the lack of visible progress. But what if those periods of waiting aren't empty? What if they are the exact moments when the most important growth is taking place, unseen but essential? We've all been there, wondering when things will finally fall into place. And we've learned that those seasons of stillness are actually the most crucial. It's in these moments that the foundations are being laid for something far greater. The real work is happening beneath the surface, beyond what we can immediately see or understand. Trust that even if you don't see the results yet, something is growing within you. Like the seed, your time for breaking through the surface will come, but it must be nurtured in the dark before it can reach the light. So, take a moment to ask yourself, what is waiting to bloom in your life right now? What inner transformation is happening that you may not even be fully aware of? Sometimes it's in the stillness that we prepare for the most beautiful growth. Trust the process and know that everything you're experiencing now is part of a larger, more magnificent journey. The subtle language of the universe. Let's shift our focus to the subtle ways the universe speaks to us. Most people expect guidance to come in big, bold signs, like a lightning bolt of clarity. But the truth is, the universe often whispers. It's in the smallest moments. A conversation with a stranger, a sudden idea, or a feeling that washes over you without explanation. These are the moments when the universe is nudging you, guiding you gently toward your destiny. I can remember a time when I was grappling with a difficult decision. I wasn't sure which direction to go, and I asked for a sign. But instead of receiving some grand revelation, I began to notice small things, repeated numbers on the clock, overheard conversations that echoed what was on my mind, and even random thoughts that felt like they came from somewhere beyond me. I could have dismissed these as coincidences, but I chose to listen. And the more I paid attention, the clearer the message became. The universe speaks in whispers, my friend, and those whispers are often more powerful than the loudest shouts. Have you been noticing any signs recently? Maybe it's something that keeps popping up in your life, a song, a phrase, or even a memory that seems to resurface again and again. These are not random occurrences. The universe is communicating with you in ways that are tailored specifically to you, ways that only you can understand. It's up to you to tune in, to pay attention to the subtle nudges, and to follow where they lead. This is where your intuition comes into play. Your gut feeling, your inner knowing. That is your direct line to the universe. It's how you interpret the signs and guidance that are being sent your way. So, the next time you feel that little nudge, don't ignore it. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me right now? Shedding the old, embracing the new. Now, let's talk about something that many people struggle with: letting go. It sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest things to do. We hold on to things, whether it's old beliefs, relationships, or even outdated versions of ourselves, because they're familiar. They make us feel safe, even if they no longer serve us. But here's the truth. Transformation requires letting go. Just as a tree sheds its leaves in the fall to prepare for new growth in the spring, must release what no longer serves us to make space for what's to come. Take a moment to think about your own life. What are you holding on to that's keeping you from stepping into your full potential? Is it fear of the unknown? Is it the comfort of staying in a place that feels safe, even though it's no longer aligned with who you are becoming? We've all been there, holding on too tightly to what was, afraid to make room for what could be. But every time we let go, we make space for something far greater than we could have ever imagined. It's not about forgetting or dismissing the past. It's about honoring the lessons we've learned and then releasing the need to carry those experiences with us into the future. Holding on to the past weighs us down, preventing us from moving forward freely. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while carrying a heavy backpack filled with things you no longer need. It makes the journey harder than it has to be. But once you let go of the unnecessary weight, you'll find that you can move forward with more ease, more lightness, and more joy. So I ask you, what do you need to release in order to embrace the next phase of your journey? What old habits, beliefs, or relationships are you ready to let go of, so that you can fully step into the life you were meant to live? The art of trusting the journey. Finally, let's touch on one of the most crucial aspects of this journey: faith. Not the kind of faith that is passive, but the kind that is active, bold, and unwavering. It's easy to have faith when everything is going well, but the real test comes when things feel uncertain. When the path ahead is unclear and doubt starts to creep in, that's when faith matters the most. We've all had moments in life when we didn't know what was coming next, when the future seemed cloudy and fear tried to convince us to give up. But here's what we've learned. Fear is the greatest illusion we face. It masquerades as truth, but it's nothing more than a shadow. And when we allow it to dictate our actions, we miss out on the incredible opportunities that are waiting for us. Faith, on the other hand, is the antidote to fear. It's the belief that even when we can't see the full picture, everything is working out for our highest good. It's trusting that the universe has our back, even when we don't have all the answers. Faith is what allows us to move forward, even when the road ahead is uncertain. It's what gives us the strength to keep going, to keep believing, and to keep dreaming, no matter how difficult things may seem. So, let me ask you, where in your life do you need to have more faith? What areas are you allowing fear to hold you back? And how can you shift into a mindset of trust and surrender? Remember, my friend, faith is not about having all the answers. It's about trusting the process, even when the outcome is unclear. As we wrap up today's message, I want to leave you with this thought. You are exactly where you need to be. Every step of your journey has led you here, and you are on the cusp of something beautiful. Transformation isn't always easy, but it is always worth it. Trust in the process. Pay attention to the signs, and be willing to let go of what no longer serves you. Thank you for taking this journey with me. If you found value in this video, please like it and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and continue your transformational journey by watching one of the videos showing on your screen that resonates with you the most. See you there.